Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Talk.
Woo!
Yeah!
Wow, so many fans here.
We got to
today.
start letting in the fans so everyone can see them here in the studio.
There is at least 2 people in this building that said, "I like listening to your podcast."
Oh, that's like a pretty good ratio. It's like,
And then they usually go, "Laura, you should know," is my feeling. I'm not in that segment.
which means that you can listen to it.
Yeah, that's the only part that I can listen to.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
We're back. It has been a little while since the two of us were in the studio.
Oh, it was like I missed last week. That's
You
right.
did miss the last week.
Medical crisis.
There's lots of crises that were happening that week. They are, I got to tell you about some of those actually after this. We are now back, though. Everything's done with D&D Live. We've got E3 done.
God, you must feel so good.
It feels really good to be done. All easy peasy. I've been
Yeah.
playing my video games and drinking coffee for pleasure, not just for trying to keep my adrenaline up and ready to go.
Nice. Good.
Mm.
Glad to have you back.
I'm glad you're back.
You've been
as
gone
well.
all week.
It has been a long.
Last time I saw
away.
you was an ambush D&D game for Bart.
That's right. We waylaid him
In a tavern,
called Two Finger Social.
which is awesome bar.
It was a nice bar.
Very D&D friendly.
Yes. Yeah, they've got movie paraphernalia and props all around on the walls.
Yep.
Lots of axes and shields.
They like the geek stuff.
They do like the geek stuff.
And the guys who own the bar are big D&D fans. Like
Easy
genuine D&D lovers.
They love it. It's in their blood.
So
So were you the one that requested that there be Conan the Barbarian,
No,
the
that was
Librarian, and the Conqueror?
perfect.
It was pretty good.
It was just
Yeah.
awesome.
I have to say, I was distracted by the amazingness of 80s Dino De Laurentiis directed films up on the
And
big
that
screen.
giant screen.
On the giant screen.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen some of those for forever. Kind of made me wish I was playing a barbarian.
Yeah, it was very, very perfect and wonderful. And Bill Benham was our dungeon master.
That's right.
And he's so good.
He
'Cause
is
we had some
good.
new people, and I like to consider myself a new person.
You are a new person.
So
You just were born.
he was just very good at guiding everybody,
That's true.
like
yes.
a good DM.
Like a good neighbor.
It was fun.
Bill Benham is there. We rolled many dice. We destroyed some goblins.
Some,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then it was a massive cliffhanger for the next time.
yeah. I think
We
my
roll-
tabaxi is still on the ceiling.
Well, that's because you were dancing on the ceiling.
That's right. What a feeling! My goodness. Hey, today's theme should be like 70s and 80s soft rock.
Nobody knows it.
Nobody knows.
Right
Name
from the
that
start.
I gave you my heart.
Mm-hmm. Really good
Turn your volume down.
singers.
Really good singers.
Falsetto, it works to hit the high notes.
I do have that song on several playlists.
It is a go-to.
It
is
is.
just a really good song.
I
It
also
catch-
love 70s soft rock.
I also really very fondly remember Miss Piggy and Elton John singing that on the Muppet Show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's like, kind of marked in my brain.
Remember, like, the Muppet Show was, like, snagging some really good guests.
Because it was the coolest thing in the world. It was like, it's like a talk show format, but with this whole jokey breaking the fourth wall bit.
But clearly not just for kids.
No.
Because Elton John wouldn't be like, I'm not going on Paw Patrol. I mean, no.
Well,
but
that's
like
not
the
true.
Muppet Show was.
Because there is like, what's his name from, he made Spaceballs and History of the World, Blazing Saddles. What's the name of that guy?
Oh,
Mel Brooks.
yeah.
Mel Brooks is in,
No.
oh gosh, what is it? Oso. Agent Oso.
Really?
Yes,
Like on a regular basis?
kind of. He does the voice of like some old
Oh.
great uncle or something like that. And I'm like, wait a second. Is that Mel
Really?
Brooks? And I look at the credits. Like, yeah, Mel Brooks
Oh, that's weird.
credited as a voice thing. So no, not to say that doesn't
Not
happen.
Totally the same.
It's totally the same.
Totally.
But every once in a while, you'll get those like super. Yeah, but the Muppets would be snagging that's primo Hollywood talent because it was interesting and weird,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. People are probably lining up to get on that show.
Like me.
Was it on just once a week?
Yeah, it was like Saturday night, right?
Oh.
I remember because we would get our haircuts on Saturday night.
And then go home and watch the Muppet Show?
Oh, no, we would do it at home. Oh no, we would all sit at home with
While
like.
you were-
God, it was such a process. We put like the paper down on the
All that
carpet.
Tito hair?
and then we
with,
would wear.
like 4 siblings?
Is this weird? My mom would like use a garbage bag and like cut a hole in it,
No.
and then we would put that on and
least she
then get our
covered you.
haircuts
Did she like
while we were all watching the
take the
Muppets.
garbage bag off of one when that kid was done, put it on
No,
the
I think it was
next
a new
kid?
garbage bag per kid.
No way.
It
That
seems also kind of
sort
redundant if
wasteful.
we were just gonna go get showers afterwards.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, did you ever have like little hairs stuck to you that make you itch? And
Yeah.
you can't always see them, and so
Yeah.
I appreciate her trying to protect you from that.
There was something.
So you watched the Muppet Show
Muppet
while
Show.
you got your haircut.
One of my earliest memories.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever get scared by the Muppets?
No.
Bart went to a Muppet movie when he was a kid, and Animal really freaked him out.
I've heard this. Yes.
Yeah.
But apparently it didn't matter what was on the screen
He
because
would-
Bart would get freaked out.
yeah.
He's scared of a
He
lot
was
of
little
things.
sensitive.
It's like, oh look, there's a woman. Oh yeah, get that woman away from me.
She's so scary.
This is not mommy. It's a good thing Quinn's not like that.
No, he's definitely a little sensitive, but not with movies.
Yeah, right. Because
He can watch scary movies. He can hang.
my girl. We were at the book fair because it's a thing at the book fair.
Love book fairs.
And she's like, guess what? My favorite books. And I'm like, what are your favorite books? She goes to like where the scary books are. And she's
Which
like, that
kid?
one and that one and that one. Fiona.
Oh, of course.
She doesn't actually like them, but she likes to look at them
She
and
likes
she's tantalized by.
So she likes to the idea of being someone who would fancy horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
Quinn likes the idea of being a bad kid, but he's not. But he's like some of the kids are not well behaved in his class, and they have to get behavioral reports every day.
Oh, he's like, where's my report?
Well, he's told me, he goes, I'm getting one of those. And I'm like, oh, why? What'd you do? And he goes, well, nothing yet, but I asked my teacher to give me one. She goes, oh, okay. Sure. Quinn.
Sure.
Here
And it's
you
like,
go.
gonna write this note being
just-
like, hi,
He's
Shelley.
like, sometimes I'm bad, okay?
Wow.
He's like, I had to put my head down once.
He wants that cred. He wants that bad boy
He
cred.
wants to be bad.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
I get it.
that's because you think it's, yeah. I wonder, there's a lot of and this is one of the best parts about being a parent and watching them grow up is like, you're like, where is the psychology behind
Yeah.
wanting that?
I guess it's just different.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Is it?
Like-
But that's what we put on it. But is that
Well,
what the kid really
I guess
wants?
I can remember things like always wanting to, like, not, I didn't want to be bad per se, but probably because I was. But there were some kids that like had speech impediments and they got to leave class and go to speech. And I was like, I want to do that. And I like totally lied to my parents and I was like, oh yeah, I had speech today. And they were like, what?
What's
Somebody-
going
You're
on?
in speech class? What is this? Or like I remember all of the Catholic kids would leave on Wednesdays early to go to something.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I want to be a Catholic kid. So I always wanted like the thing that
Yeah.
I didn't have. So maybe
Right.
he just
He
it's
wants the thing that he
similar.
doesn't have. Yeah. I think that's right.
But I also think it seems a little cool to be bad at his age.
Well, yeah. And now
And now Greg wants to be
it's good to be bad.
trying to be a bad boy.
Totally chaotic good around these parts.
Yeah. I don't know.
Speaking of being chaotic good and perhaps a pirate on the high seas.
Yes.
We've got some sinister.
Salty.
What is that salty bag you've got in
I
front
got
of you?
the coolest thing ever.
Eva.
Ever. Oh, what is this?
We are-
Salt Marsh Trading Company
That seems.
in this amazing packaging.
Are there potatoes in there?
Let's see.
I don't think so.
Ooh, could this be?
Bum bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Whoa.
What is this? The ghost. Oh my God, this thing really is heavy. This
You
is
you
the
just had
ghost,
like a grunt of. I can't. Oh gosh.
Ghost of Saltmarsh, Sinister Silver Edition by
I love
Beetle and Grimm.
I love it.
This
We're-
is. Oh my God, I mean, like this
Wait,
really
wait. So
is.
before you open it, let's
heavy.
just tell everybody what we're gonna do here. We got 3 hours here on the mics. 3. I only got 2. You've got 2. I give almost an hour without you. And then we have an amazing guest. We have Susanna Grace calling in. She is a streamer and DM and artist extraordinaire. Can't wait to talk to her about all of what's happening
Yes.
in her world. And then we are going to do our intros and our outros in this hour. But since that's very audio focused.
Right.
This is a visual, so we should do that before we start that, right? Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense.
Right? Okay. And then at 2 p.m., we've got Kate Welch coming in. We're going to do a random character generator
way.
segment, which should be lots of fun. You want to stick around for that?
I would, but
I mean, all the
you know my dad's
Catholic kids,
flying in today.
your Catholic kids are going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be like one of the Episcopalian kids and like
You're like, I can't do this. I'm out. I'm out.
I'm going to speech class.
All right.
Take care of my non-existent speech impediment.
All right. So let's open this up and show people what's
Okay,
in
so again,
this.
You guys cannot understand how heavy this box is.
It feels very heavy just by watching you.
It is.
I feel.
Did you want the box top?
I do want the box top.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know. We've been playing with this. So I don't know if this is actually how it gets packed out, but
Yes.
what? Look at these amazing things. What's the official name of these?
Encounter cards.
Encounter cards? Is it okay that we're showing this? We're not spoiling things. right?
Many people have shown it.
Okay.
I think it's all marketing.
Look at
You are
these
doing everything
amazing
right.
encounter cards, and then you flip them over.
You flip the script.
You flip the script. Flip this table. And then
We're going to disrupt that by turning it over.
this one is called Scum.
Oh. And
Look,
villain.
look at how cool it is. I know, Pelham, I'm moving everything all around, and you're trying so hard to, but you can prop them up. Prop it up, or
Prop
it can
it
go
up.
over your screen.
I'm about to. Here, can I see? I want to see that scum.
Look at that scum.
Damn, that's
That
some
is
scummy.
some beautiful scum. I mean, the art is incredible.
Yeah. And what I
So
like about
cool.
these, I've talked about these before, but I do really enjoy how they are the perfect tool for dungeon masters because you don't have to
Yes.
look up anything.
No.
You can show it off very easily as a dungeon master what is being attacked or what is attacking your party or at
What
least
is being-
what
that's
is being encountered.
presumptuous
That's
of
why they're
you.
called encounter cards, right? So you can do
Okay.
it that way. And then all of the stats that you need, including like background information, which I really appreciate. It's not just the stat block; it's also all of the information, story information up at the top.
It's amazing.
Is on these ones. So they may. Well, yeah. Actually, we'll probably find some of them in here.
Look at these two on top here. Were illustrated by Sean Wood.
What up, Sean Wood?
Hey, Sean.
Sean Wood.
You guys, first of all, look how many. Look at the stack.
That is a stack.
That is a lot.
That's at least 70 million.
70 million. Oh my gosh, I'm going through. I've got some hardware.
God, the sturge.
Look at this cool pin.
Oh, this is so good. What is
Ooh,
that?
It's a pin.
Ooh, that's the symbol of
Who's-
Therizadune.
Well, and also very heavy. You want to hold on to it?
I do want to hold on to it.
Okay,
Oh
careful.
my gosh!
'cause
Ooh, and
it's
you can
super
put it.
heavy.
You can put it on your
and
on
then
your shirt like a brooch.
there's this really cool shark pendant.
Wait, those are different? I thought they were the same.
No, this one has a shark on
Oh, that's cool.
it.
Dun dun dun.
How do you decide who gets this cool stuff?
It might be in the adventure
It might be
or your own
who your
choice.
favorite player is.
I give it to you,
I
Shelley.
think. Oh, I'd give it to you. I'd give it to me too.
I'd give it to me too because I'm my favorite player.
Look at this amazing DM screen.
Oh, that is good.
What? This is solid.
Yeah.
This is tall. That's me knocking on the DM screen.
Knock, knock, knocking
Oh,
on
and it
DM
is
screen.
Chock full of goodness. I'm going to do the rest of the podcast like
I.
that was awesome.
Did we say that after we started? Where like we were just saying everything this
Yes.
podcast? Like it's totally different. Like we don't normally do that.
Oh my gosh. A map. I'm going to have to go through this faster because we're going to run out of time.
It's true. But I do want to say
Double-sided, beautiful
before
map.
you go for the map, I want to say the encounter cards are not all, they're generic for whatever monster you're fighting, but they also can be very specific about specific NPCs. Like this, for example, is Sauriv, Lizard Folk Noble, and you can see in the back it's all about his character information and specifically what he looks like, which I find amazing.
Oh, I should have started with this. This is the, hey, what's in the box? Little
Hey,
flyer.
what's in it?
Okay.
Show me.
Well, I'm going to show you. So anyway, this map is beautiful, and it's also on this really nice, like, linen-y finish.
I love the maps.
Which I know.
I do have to
because-
say, part of my favorite bits of the Platinum Edition for Waterdeep Dragon Heist is the maps, that
maps
they
are
have.
awesome.
Yeah, I know they're really great.
And look at this map. Is this a dry erase?
Looks like both wet
It's like
and
shiny,
dry.
and you can do cool stuff.
Oh man, I want to go to
Like,
the styes.
I'm not going to open it all up because I really am going to run out of time because there is so much stuff.
Yesterday
in this
morning, I
box.
woke up with the styes in my eyes.
The devil's mustard.
The devil's mustard, exactly.
Oh my goodness, there are books galore.
Yes. Oh, I see. I love. So that's that.
Oops.
Boom, slack, slam.
Bam. Check it.
Check
it. Check it.
Check it.
Check it.
Oh, see, this is smart. And I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
God, you're very long arms.
I am Shelly Longarms. You know that's my nickname, right?
Well, no, I thought it was Moo.
Well, that too.
Shelly Long Arms. All right, so what's cool about these is that it's, obviously you can buy the book in hardcover form that has all of these adventures in one volume.
Right.
But as a dungeon master, you can potentially be like wanting me looking up one thing over here and then something else over here. You want to have the appendix open while having the adventure open. And so they did this with the Platinum Edition there, and I'm glad that they're keeping it going. But they have blown it out into different booklets, so that you can reference different things at different times. They lie flat because they've just got the saddle stitch thing in how they're printed, so you can keep one open as you're happening it. Very useful guide, and I definitely jump into that when playing through Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
What else has got in there?
Are these really cool? Another nice, beautiful finish handout.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's a player handout.
My initials are on it, so I'm guessing that's for me.
That's for you, SM.
What? This looks very authentic.
I love all that.
Like these little cool parchment-y. These are all cool handouts.
And
for
it's like a letter that
Here
you've
you
seen
can-
on the sea.
I know. Like, when you're playing and the DM says, and then you found this piece of paper and it's got some strange writing on it. Here it is. It looks like this.
Oh, it's like a
thank
shopping
you,
list.
Dungeon Master, for giving me a visual example.
I've been transported into another world.
I am fully immersed in this adventure.
In the water of
More
Saltmarsh.
handouts. I'm not going to show you all the handouts because that's for your DM to show you.
But
just know that this box,
slight spoiler
I'm still pulling them out.
This is that symbol that you gave me.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting?
Praise there is a dune.
You guys.
It says right here.
Are we getting
Is that how you pronounce it? Yes.
bonus
we'll go with
encounters?
yes.
You guys,
Oh, I like all the bonus
encounters.
encounters. So they're, of course, the Beetle and Grimm's folks are all full of amazing dungeon masters and storytellers, and they built some additional encounters that you can add into this campaign pretty easily.
More maps. Okay.
Oh, the Saltmarsh map is key.
Yep. And this one also has that nice wet dry finish on it. More maps.
Skull
oh my! I'm
dunes.
still pulling things out of this box, you guys.
Yeah.
More
What
handouts.
is that? Oh no! Don't do it so fast. I want to be able to see.
I don't.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
I'm sorry. I don't
You're
want
just
to
like,
spoil.
here's the thing, and you put it down. Oh, this is from Captain Zizzle.
These
man.
are awesome.
I do love the treatment of these.
This is so clever.
You know what's really cool about this is it looks like it's matching your shirt color, even though it's not.
I feel like it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Also, it kind of matches the chrome that we got going underneath there with the Saltmarsh theme.
Oh yeah.
It's happening.
Nice.
It's like you knew.
Okay, look at some of this cool art.
Oh, see, these are cool. Yeah, they just blow
I
out
love this.
some of the illustrations that are in the book.
And what's awesome is that it tells you where in the book it's from. Oh, chapter 5, page 48. Here you go, players. Because I'm not going to just keep holding up my book and showing you.
Yes.
But I can show you the art because I'm a good dungeon master.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this is the guy, I think.
And this
Do you remember this from Salvage Operation?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I totally remember
See,
that.
I would have been even more immersed in the adventure had I gotten to see the picture.
Have you gotten to see Krell? The dude.
This, I feel like
He
this-
really does love the loftiness of things.
The cavern. Oh, my gosh. So cool.
I love it.
Anyway, I could have just went through this and just told you, but this
Having it in
there is
visual
so
form,
much stuff.
it's
in this
worthwhile.
box.
I know, this is great. Love what they're doing. This was the Sinister Silver Edition, so it was $175. But I feel like it's such a huge value. You get so many cool things.
You get books, DMs. The DM screen alone, I'm like, that thing's
It's worth
really nice.
$175.
Sailing ship maps, special player maps, player handouts, custom jewelry, encounter cards, pre-generated characters. We didn't even go over those.
Oh, did you miss them in the stack?
I must have missed them. Seafaring encounter guide, the box itself, which is awesome, and it says the burlap bag, which I love. They say you won't find the burlap bag that this box comes in anywhere in the adventure. We just thought it was cool, and it is, and it totally is.
It is very cool. I love all things made of burlap.
So,
Including
anyway.
underwear, I really enjoy.
That's uncomfortable.
Babies'
For a
diapers.
number of reasons. Burlap baby diapers.
Yeah. You can strain your
You gotta
cheese
build
with
those calluses.
it. Get tough, kid.
Butt calluses. Building them right now.
I am very excited we got to show this all visually. Thank you for going on this little journey into the deep
seafaring
with us.
journey.
Yes. Are you ready to do this all again, but less visual
I love
showing
this
things,
bag.
but we can talk through it again while we do it on our intro?
Yes.
All right. We've got a half hour to do intros, midtros, outros, and buttros. Do you think we can do them?
I'm going to do a butt throw.
In between interviews, it's just like you got to end it on like a question mark high note.
Still going.
For those of you who don't know, Shelly has a rare condition where she has to fart out of her mouth.
Wouldn't that just be a burp?
Yeah, but it would smell.
Oh, gross. My mouth would taste awful.
It does. I'm sorry that you have this terrible affliction.
Super burpy today. Shouldn't have had all that beer.
All right, so intro, you ready? You think we can make it happen?
No.
All right, let's try. Let's try. We'll give it a go. We hear the clicks. Welcome to Dragon Talk. You stole my heart. We're here to
When you
fart.
were down. Oh, my God. When you were down, I was your clown.
Ooh,
Your
it's the official Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
I gave you the news. I told you what's new.
News, right? Some new. You could have gone like, don't have any blues.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I got D&D news.
But it's not D&D. Now we've confused people because this is not D&D news. This is Dragon Talk.
So much branding is at stake right now.
Wow.
Welcome, all of you. We are
If you're still
professionals,
listening.
and we still talk to each other on a daily/weekly basis about all of the things Dungeons and Dragons related, including our amazing interview coming up with Susanna Grace.
Yes.
She is an illustrator and role player extraordinaire on many live streams, including Encounter Roleplay and many others.
Yeah.
Can't wait to pick her brain about what's been going on with all of that. We also have a really fun segment with Kate Welch coming up.
I love that.
Another random character generator where we'll explain everything that happens in that thing. But it'll be happening very soon.
I think that sounds fun.
Slightly recovering still from E3.
You are.
Do you know what all of the threes are in E3?
Electronic.
That's one of them.
Excellence.
Yes, that's the second one.
Elephants.
Exactly right. So there was no elephants this year.
Oh.
I don't think. I didn't see any at the least, but there were ice dragons. There was a really cool ice dragon.
Really?
There, yeah, for the Monster Hunter World expansion,
Oh, that's cool.
which I thought was pretty dope. There was a lot of other video games there, but honestly, there were not too many that like captured my specific essence, except for Baldur's Gate 3, which we talked about a lot. With Sven from Larian, and basically everybody on the Larian crew was fantastic to be with, and they spoke a lot with a lot of press from international
are excited.
sources as well as domestic over here in the United States of A.
People are excited.
They're very excited, yeah.
Yes.
Mike and Sven, we're talking to a lot of folks, so we're jazzed that everyone knows about that. It is coming in the future. It'll be on PC and Stadia. No specific release dates, not really any very specific news to tell other than it's going to be awesome, and working together with Wizards and Larian on this project has been, pretty cool.
And the trailer looks cool.
The trailer looks really cool. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check it out, the Baldur's Gate 3 trailer. It does have some nastiness in it, including vomiting and grossity. So look with
Why vomiting?
But you because what happens when
But why?
you're getting taken over by an alien force?
Anyway,
She's like, it's not my favorite.
it's not.
Yeah, the teeth is where it really gets me. You're like, oh god, teeth. But it is fantastic, and it takes a new take on what's happening in the Baldur's Gate saga. the next chapter you will be able to uncover by playing this game. And we are extremely happy with Larry and all the fun stuff they've been doing, putting it together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
And then we were, of course, hot on the tails of D&D Live still, even though that was like, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Still seeing coverage on it.
Still seeing lots of coverage.
Still
People
happening.
are doing amazing things. We announced, of course, Baldur's Gate. You seeing what we did there now? Descent into Avernus. It is a big-time D&D adventure set in the Forgotten Realms, around the Baldur's Gate kind of area. You'll have lots of information about what it's like to play in that city before you take a little trip down the River Styx
To hell.
to the first layer of the 9 Hells Avernus.
Just the first layer.
Just the first layer, maybe even beyond.
barely even hot there.
No, it's like more like like LA in June.
Yeah. A little humid.
Yeah. A little, actually, that's way more humid than it actually really is.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That's going to be exciting. We talked about a lot of fun products around that, including the Avernus dice set and miscellany, which has got tons of maps and things within it, including 2 little dice trays that you can use to roll the blood red dice.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
People are really geeking out on those dice.
I know. I'm one of them. They
really
look
good.
really good. I want to put them on all of my eyes when I die. Wait, no. Can you do that?
Yeah.
You know, some people put coins on their eyes.
Yes.
Like, I want to put blood-colored dice.
We'll
So then when I
make it
go into
happen.
hell, I have some dice.
Well, yeah. And you can roll advantage.
Right, because that's why they do that, right? Because the coins were supposed to be pay the ferryman to
Well,
take
could
you
use a
across the River
soul
Styx.
coin.
That's right. We also
Got
talked a lot about
those.
soul coins, which is what a soul is represented as physically in the plane of Avernus. So they're
Are-
used as a bit of a currency.
But
down
are they
there.
all worth the same amount?
No. So we talked about this with Adam Lee recently. He said a soul of a being that could be more incorruptible, like a paladin or something like that, that would have more value and be more covetous.
Well, how do you know how much value your soul? Is it like a gift card? Like you have to call the number on the back to find out what the value of that card is?
Well, it's even more difficult than that because it's worth more to specific devils within hell.
Oh.
Right,
So
so
like a
like
secondary market.
Yeah, like one person might want to. It's exactly like a secondary market. One person might really want this specific soul for whatever reason, whether it's, again, they like corrupting paladins, or they like having elves or something for whatever, so they might be worth more.
Can you corrupt a soul that's in a soul coin? You
well,
can still mess around with it?
It is already corrupted because it's been pulled
In the-
into hell.
Into the coin.
Yeah.
Can it come out?
These are rules that we would have to ask the story team,
I'm going to ask.
because I think there are lots of loopholes and things like can you redeem things. That's a lot of the themes of what's going on here in this play.
Can you get
It's a play we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
show. It's a show.
It's always a
So it's very exciting. That adventure is coming out September 17th. And in the meantime, we've got some fun things coming out. We already talked about Ghost of Saltmarsh a bunch, but we have the Sinister Silver edition of Saltmarsh here in front of us. It's making Shelly want to choke. It's okay. She's off mic. She's fine. She can recover herself. She inhaled some of the smoke that we were blowing out of our butts. Stop trying to talk and just get it out. I can cover it for you, but you're making it take so much longer. There is, yes, so Ghost of Saltmarsh is out. The Sinister Silver Edition is available from our friends at Beetle and Grimm's. It's got wonderful stuff within it. We just took it out during the video portion of this podcast, but if you want to find out more, go to beetleandgrimms.com to find out about that. There is 2 different versions of the adventure available in various places. Do it up. Also, Acquisitions Incorporated is coming out.
I might not be okay yet.
Stop making sound and constricting your windpipe. Clearly, you're not a trained actress.
Maybe I'm acting right now.
Oh, it's all acting now. Acquisitions Incorporated comes out June 17th. June 18th, actually.
Like next week.
Yeah, very soon, right around the corner. I'm excited for it. It allows you to start up a franchise wherever you like of Acquisitions Incorporated, including in the Forgotten Realms or in your home campaign, and there is lots of wealth of information within it, including, new backgrounds, not necessarily new backgrounds, but new player options for you, and if you ever wanted to encounter the folks from the Actions Incorporated crew, including Omen Drawn, or Jim Darkmagic, or Viari, or Kate Welch's character, Rosie Bastinger, or Chris Straub's character, anybody from
they're all in
C-Team,
there.
you can use them as NPCs. Maybe they're nice.
Maybe they're nice.
Maybe they're not. Maybe
not.
they're bad guys.
I mean, that's kind of how it is with anyone you meet.
It's true. In the darkly comic office culture of Acquisitions Incorporated, those characters might end up being the end game bosses that you have to fight against. Who knows?
The interns.
Yeah, the interns will be able to survive.
I guess I'm not okay. I should just go home now.
You should probably just go home.
Oh my God.
There's no way you can keep talking. Yeah.
I see water over there. Can I have one?
I see water. I see France.
I'm so sorry. I see Greg's burlap underpants.
It was all worth it for that joke.
Callback. Thank you, Pelham.
That's amazing. So
Pelham.
check that out when it gets out there. We sent out a lot of review copies to folks, so there should be a lot more of it all around town, and we're excited for it. So check it out. Let's go to our segment, shall we?
Yes.
Do you want to hear it? Do you want to listen to it?
I do. This is one that I love.
Push this button and make a random character just pop up,
Bloop, bloop.
and we'll go. Should we do that all over again?
Can I choke again?
I do not want to be off schedule. I'm staying on schedule. Oh, damn it. I did it again.
Ugh.
Are you all right? Are you dying?
Yeah.
Are you still dying?
I just choked on spit.
That's the worst. Yeah. And then you were like trying to talk through it. I was like, don't
I'm
try to talk through
trying
it.
to be a team player.
By like, you're like Statler and Waldorf.
More Muppets.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
You ready to do some mid-troing?
Yes.
We are.
Mid-tros are my favorite
They're the best. Why are they your favorite?
because they're like,
Bloop bloop
that was a great segment. Let's get on with our interview.
boop. All right. You want to just do that?
Bing bong.
You lead this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
That was a great segment.
Oh my gosh, wasn't that so fun?
That was super fun.
You got to listen to me and Kate make
Very
up
funny.
something great.
I love the characters.
I hope
Great character.
She took the bait.
She did. Bye.
You did so bad at that. That was like rolling one on mid-tros. You just like out of it. Bye.
That was a figurative choke. I have had a literal choke and a figurative choke on this one podcast. I am out of practice.
You are multitasking.
That is not goodbye. That is, we have a great interview coming up.
That's right.
With Susanna Grace, illustrator and dungeon master and live streamer extraordinaire.
You're using all my words.
Duh.
That's perfect. You're doing it. You're doing a really good job.
Yeah, thanks. I listen.
You listen and you absorb, like every good dungeon master should.
Yep. Oh, no.
Yeah. See, you're almost there.
Not quite. Now
All
I'm
right.
going to choke again.
Don't joke or
Okay.
cry. Let's get those tears in.
It just reminded me
What happened?
about the Rick and Morty.
Right when you were crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played it, the first 6 or so.
I mean, I think that's one of
Oh
your
my God.
that should be one of your go-to anecdotes whenever
When?
talking about this game. So tell it real quick before we get to our interview.
Okay, so we wanted to just play, just to play it, see how it's doing.
What is it?
This is, the Rick and Morty, Dungeons and Dragons versus Rick and Morty tabletop role-playing game adventure.
Right.
Coming
the
out this
box
fall.
set
The
that
box set.
we talked about this at D&D Live.
And you get to have, basically it's like Rick is your dungeon master.
Yeah.
But in this case, Ben Petrosaur was our dungeon master. And when we were like, we should just record it just to see, like maybe one day we'll cut it up into snippets and show it, but
Yeah.
whatever. And Ari Levitz and Adam Lee and Kate Welch was the lead designer on it, and me all played it. And oh my God. So number one, it is pretty like easy to jump into.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even have to really know anything about Rick and Morty because you're immediately going to know stuff about Rick and Morty.
Nice.
And then Ben is like one of the best dungeon masters, like secretly. And I couldn't tell if it was him or read aloud text that was making me laugh so hard. But then at one point towards the end, we encountered this room, which I won't give things away, and this thing happened, and I just completely lost. Like I was kind of losing it up, and it was just like so funny. And there was just like these great, wonderful moments, and we were having such a great time. And then I lost it. Like I lost it so hard that I couldn't recover it, and we actually had to stop.
Because you were just laughing and laughing and laughing.
Crying. Like I cried all my makeup off. Like at night when I went to like go take my makeup, I'm like, I'm not wearing any makeup. Oh, that's right, because I cried for 3 hours in a D&D game.
It was 3 hours long?
Like afterwards, I just kept laughing and crying about it, and I just couldn't. It was like I just laughed so hard. Like people, you have no idea how fun this thing is and how great this is. It's like going to be one of your best D&D moments playing
That's like the best.
It's so good.
Oh, I can't
So
wait.
good.
I can't wait. People,
And Pelham has captured it all, so you can see my breakdown.
I think every single person who plays this game is going to like die crying.
I think when you get to that particular room, I think we need to talk about it. I'm not going to tell you now what it is, but I think you're going to know, and we're going to talk about it.
Nice. Oh, wait, that's exciting.
I want to play it with you.
I want to play.
You'll love it.
Yeah, I haven't done any playtesting for it, so I'm happy to jump in. Make it happen. Keith's been doing a fantastic job.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
This is like a perfect project for her.
I love it.
Yep.
Very cool. And that was great that we just got to make a character with her. As you can tell from all those segments, she's a very good character maker, and that's why it's perfect for this thing.
And there's lots of burping and swearing, which she likes as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
There was like a bubble in your throat
Did
there,
you?
too.
I almost did
I
a
was
burp
like, was
swear.
that a Kermit? I was like, oh, Kermit's here.
Classy. This is all can you edit out?
The burp fart.
You know when people get that bubble in their throat and then like their voice all of a sudden just
Right? And then you like to figure out whether or not you
can't not laugh.
do you go with it?
So I'm just gonna acknowledge that your voice just completely
Right.
Like take a minute, clear that. Okay, now come back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
What
really
if you do
funny.
that like in a job interview and they're like, oh no, they like me because I had a bubble in my throat, so now I have to keep a bubble in my throat the entire job.
This is what they think my voice sounds like. Like one time here we go. At Thanksgiving, like my dad got a bubble in his throat at the same time that he said ambrosia.
Ambrosia? And then you just cried laughing again?
And I can't, every time I hear the word ambrosia, I think of him, because we were eating like ambrosia salad or something.
Yeah.
Someone must have said, what is this thing called? And he was like, oh, it's ambrosia. Like the bubble came.
That almost sounded like Smeagol. Like my precious
Like
ambrosia.
His normal voice and ambrosia. Speaking of
Oh
which,
man,
my dad's on an airplane right now on his way to Seattle
coming to see you
for 1 whole month.
and he better be getting those bubbles in his throat.
He better be. We're gonna be eating some ambrosia.
All right. On that note,
Moving on.
we are going to drink the nectar of the gods
Let's do it.
as we
Oh no.
speak to Susanna Grace.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go with our interview right
Okay.
about now.
It's gonna happen again, you guys. I can feel it. I'm getting punchy. Oh wait, have we
haven't
done
even-
the interview yet?
We haven't even done it yet. Oh my God.
I apologize in advance, Suzanne.
We were so off schedule.
We are still we got 11 minutes left here. We can do this.
Oh my God.
Jack's Not Funny just said Shelly just broke herself. No, that is very true. Because for the record here, like no one's actually telling any jokes. You're just making yourself laugh.
But you have those stories though that make you laugh, right?
Yeah.
And then if you tell them, it makes you laugh again.
Yes.
Right?
I do.
No?
I do. Not that hard, right?
Ambrosia.
We've got to get your dad to listen to this podcast, I think.
He will. He's going to try to call in.
He's gonna try and call in. Oh man, that was such a good interview.
I'm glad I held it together.
You held it together. Yeah, you asked very insightful questions.
You were also very insightful and articulate.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I practice.
I mean, this is why you're a Potty Award winning.
Please, we are a Potty Award-winning co-hosts.
We lift each other up.
Putting each other down. Wait, no.
No.
That's
When you are down,
we
I am
clown.
your clown.
Ooh. Nobody knows it. I wish I had my big glasses.
I wish you did too.
Yeah, next time I'll do
Your
my
big
whole
lady glasses.
my whole podcast with my big lady glasses.
You and Bart can just go somewhere and wear lady glasses together.
It's been my favorite because usually they're better glasses. They're like
Why?
because they're like there's some guys' glasses that are like so small that you're like, oh my god, there's so much like sunlight still hitting my eyeballs that they're not
So
doing
it's
anything.
the size that you like?
Yeah, because they block everything, and then sometimes lady glasses have like actual blue blocker stuff in it, which makes me all
Well, why
much happier.
man glasses wouldn't have
They
that.
don't. It's like the stupid thing about like men's soaps or something like that.
What?
No, I'm gonna sneeze.
Sorry. Sorry. That was really funny.
Bodily fluids. Right. So that's why I like the ladies' glasses.
Well, Bart-
Also, there's a lot more of them in my house, and I constantly lose my glasses.
So you just pick one.
I just pick the ones.
Like
that
Bart
are
actually went to a store to buy sunglasses, and he came home with he's like, "Look, I love these. They're so awesome. I've never loved a pair of sunglasses as much as I love these." I'm like, Bart, those are for ladies. They were clearly lady shape, and the sides of them are aqua with like bedazzlement on them. How did you not notice that?
That's awesome for Bart. I think that's great.
Well,
I have a bubble bath. Ambrosia. I think that's fantastic. Like, there's no value on whether there's
I guess. I mean,
sparkles
fine.
on your thing or not.
I guess. I mean, I shouldn't be saying he can't have sparkles if he doesn't want sparkles. But
I mean, let Bart shine.
quite literally.
Let him
I will
shine,
let. Who
sparkle.
can't shine, but the sides of his glasses can
It's
shine.
yeah, exactly. Don't take my spotlight. But
You'll see, because he busts them. He's like, there's no shame in that game. I tried to hide them once, and he found them,
where did you hide them?
just like in a drawer,
Well, okay.
which I didn't think he even knew how to open.
There's like a sunglasses, sun don't
I-
shine joke there somewhere.
I hid them in the. Oh, what's happening? I think the universe wants us to shut up now.
Or just clear our throats on mic over and over again.
Okay, I'm okay.
We're gonna do the rest of it in Smeagol voice.
In bubble talk.
Anything closing we should say before we wrap this amazing episode up?
I think that you should play some Dungeon Mayhem.
Yes.
Also, you should watch Pelham's new show, Pelham Green's Hot Mess. Hot Mess.
Hot
It's just
Mess.
Pelham's Hot Mess.
Pelham's Hot Mess.
And next week, he's going to be playing Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, which is one of the best games ever.
Oh yeah, that is a good photoshopping right there.
That wasn't Photoshop.
That's
That
what
was
he really looks
Ball.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on.
You used to think that
That's fun.
that his hair was modeled after your hair.
Mm-mm.
It's Pelham.
It's Pelham's.
It's been Pelham all along.
Yep, that's true.
Yep.
He's been using the modeling.
Yep.
It's happening.
We had a really fun
And the
dungeon.
sunglasses,
And the sunglasses, which weren't lady glasses, if I noticed.
but there were sparkles.
There were some sparkles.
It's
Are
good
those
stuff.
lady glasses, Pelham?
But in any case, we should watch that because that's Tuesdays
Yes.
on twitch.tv/DND.
Yes.
Make it happen. Put it on your schedule.
Yes.
And of course, you worked a lot on Betrayal at Baldur's Gate.
I did.
Yeah.
It was quite fun.
And there's another Baldur's Gate themed Dungeon Mayhem expansion coming out.
Yes, with
Well,
Minsk and Boo.
maybe we'll play test some of those on Hot Mess.
You are not going to be play testing because that game is at the printer. So
We can
that ship has sailed. But we did play test it, so don't worry. But yeah, we'll totally play those
Sweet.
because that's what the inaugural episode of Pelham's Hot Mess was, playing in a Dungeon Mayhem tournament, and Bart friggin' won the tournament.
He won the belt.
I didn't win anything.
Is that what you have to think about that? You're like, I'm just going to spit over in the corner.
Do you know, like at the beginning of podcasts when they're like, this podcast contains adult language, whatever.
Yeah.
We may have to put something that warns people. Like, there's a lot of bodily
Things that
function
occur
happening in
on the
this
mic.
one.
Yeah. We do.
I don't
we
know
run the gamut.
if it was like this podcast or like 2 years ago, because it's all blending in now that we did the
Oh, the content warnings and the farts.
no, like that.
Yeah.
When that was also this podcast.
We were so young back then.
It was like we were so like 20 minutes ago.
Fresh faced.
I am so sorry, people. I'm
apologies.
excited about my
Where-
dad coming
Where can people, accept your apology live online?
on Twitter
Yeah.
at Shelly Moo.
At Shelly Moo?
Yes.
Awesome.
Tweet at me if you want an apology for this podcast. I will give you one. I'm very sorry.
Every single person will be calling in.
If you are also watching The Bachelor you should come to my Facebook page, Shelly Mazanoble /writer. No, not /writer, just writer. Don't be sad.
I'm sad.
It's a really bad season.
It's so, everything about it is bad, from the top to the
You
bottom.
definitely should not be overhearing this one. Oh, damn it. I didn't talk to Aaron about it.
It's terrible. I literally just put on the headphones and I don't have to deal with
I
the
get
crap.
it. I get it, man.
It ain't cool.
I'm not going to say that.
But you should also go complain to Shelly about that on her Facebook page. And her write-ups are probably the one entertaining thing that's good about that show.
I'm a little behind. I'm like 4 episodes behind.
Get out, get with it. You can do it. You can also reach out to me. I'm at Greg Tito on the Twitters.
Yes.
I got Greg_Tito for Instagrams. If you want to get into what's happening with this world of D&D, go to DungeonsandDragons.com or go check out DragonMag.com because that's a new issue of Dragon Plus is coming out. I even do the opening intro, little letter to the editor thing.
No way.
Talking about D&D Live and the most recent
Oh, Tito.
trips I've been on. It's a little breaking the fourth wall, some fun
Nice.
stuff. But take a look at that. It should be out hopefully next week. So when you're listening to this in podcast form, you can just download all the content there. Otherwise, we should probably just close up this cave because I don't think anybody's going to want to come back and listen to this episode ever again.
No.
But there's
It's like
all
it
this
never happened.
stuff from the sinister secret of Salt Marsh that's going to be crashing into us right now.
No.
Oh, God.
Oh, watch out! That box is heavy.
Farts and deads. You just hit your head on it.
My ear. I hit my earphone
Your
for the
earphone.
11th time today.
I apologize so much to everyone today.
Really, this is not our finest.
It is probably the best
Actually,
one
it
that's ever been
probably is our
recorded.
finest.
It is our finest. This is going to be
Sorry.
our Platinum Potty Award winning
This
podcast.
might be what we submit to the potties.
That's a good idea.
For sure.
I have to go and submit something to the potty later. All right, everybody. We are going to get our guest called in and figure all that out. Also, do the thing I just mentioned. We will be back in just a couple minutes. Thank you for bearing with us. You're good people. We'll be back.